Okay, we are playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm going to start out by seeing what today's daily challenges are and pick out which one is the easiest one to get one out of the way. If you see here, I have 69 days in a row, so if I break a day, then I start all over again with my rewards. So we are going to pick, let's see, we can either skin some sheep or maybe just go to camp and make some stew. At first I'm going to call my horse by pushing the up button. You can see in the bottom left hand corner of the map, you can see where I'm at and see my horse. And if I pan the camera. Okay, now I'm going to bring the big map up, span out, find where my camp is at, put a waypoint so I can follow it on the little map. Find a way down this hill. Make my way to the road. Alright, and we are on the way to camp. I'm still making my way on the way to camp. I'm gonna see if I bring the map up, how much closer I am. I'm heading to camp so that at camp is where I make my stews at, and that's one of the daily challenges today, is to create a stew at camp. So let me ride really fast here. Get to camp a little quicker. And there it is. There's my camp. And you can see it down in the little circle map, the little different icons for the different stuff I can do while I'm in camp. So One of the daily challenges is stew, and right here's where my stew is. So I'm going to go to recipes, and I got to create a superior stew for the daily challenge, so I'll create that. And then I'm going to take the stew and eat it. And now we will go over. I have a trade I can do here at the camp, which is hunting and bringing animals here to my camp. Then you come to this table here, click on materials, and turn in materials, which we're going to go out here and hunt in a second and bring materials back. And then production, I need supplies, so we can run a supply run right now. So I have supplies ready for once I go out hunting. Because he needs supplies to tan and skin the hides. So then I can sell them, make money.
If we can hunt him some deer. And by we, I obviously mean you. I have enough on my plate. Thanks, partner. You're the best.
Okay, so for this particular supply run, I have to go hunt a deer and take it to this guy, and he's going to exchange it for supplies. So let's pull a gun out, be ready. Let's see, there's a deer right there. Gotta come up on it slow so we don't scare it away. I'm gonna aim. I'm gonna use my scope to make sure I can get it in one shot. Right at the head. Alright, now it'll come over here, which is a nice buck. Pick our buck up. Come over to my horse and stow the deer on the horse. Now you can see on the map the yellow X. We're going to head to that yellow X so we can trade this deer for the supplies that we need to continue our trade and continue making money. You can see the clock up top. You only have a set amount of time to finish your mission, otherwise you fail. Just keep following the yellow line that's marked on the map to get us to where we're going. Okay, so we have arrived. Need to move up into the yellow spot that's on the map. And remove the deer.
No time like the present.
Bring it over here to him. Drop it.
That'll do the trick. You've earned yourself those supplies.
So now I can get the supplies, which is over here in the wagon. So I go over here into the wagon. Now I gotta take the wagon back to camp And if I whistle, my horse will follow me back to camp. Now the wagons, they're a lot harder to steer than what your horse is. And they don't go as fast. And there's wolves. Where are they? Sometimes out here in the wild, you'll get wolves that'll come after you and try to attack you and kill you. Along with other predators, there's grizzly bears, black bears, cougars, panther, alligators. It all depends on what area of the map you're in to what predators could be around. You can see our camp over here on the left. We just need to drive the wagon into the yellow circle to finish our mission. And we will have resupplied our camp.
At least you brought some of it back.
Alright, that gave us 700 experience points. So now, if we go back to our table.
Excuse me.
You can see now we're fully supplied. This is how many goods I've collected so far. The wagon capacity is 50 and we're only at 31, so we're not going to do a delivery yet. I don't have any materials
Supplies are looking healthy right now.
to deliver. So we're going to go get some materials. Let's see what
You
we're
really
close
came through
to.
for me with that last job.
Alright, so here on the map you can see Emerald Ranch. You can run around and just try to hunt deer and rabbit, but you're guaranteed to find something if you go to the ranch. It's considered in gameplay as not the most ethical way because you're basically stealing from the ranch, but it's the quickest way and they have the best skins. So we will ride to the ranch. Nighttime is the best time to go because there's not going to be any farmers out to witness if you're stealing any of the livestock. We're going to just cut across this field. It's quicker. Okay, so we're almost here to Emerald Ranch. So you can see that we got some sheep here. And there's some cows. So, since we've got multiple animals, my horse will only carry one cow hide, and then I won't be able to put the sheep on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to press down L2 to bring up your horse screen, and then push flee to make your horse go away. And then we're going to push left on the direction pad, go to your stables, your vehicles, owned vehicles, hunting wagon, and we're going to call the hunting wagon. Back out of here, and then you can see the picture of the wheel. Here comes our hunting wagon. So it's pulled up right here. We'll just leave it right there. There's only one cow in here right now, which is unusual. So let's see. Sometimes the game can be a bit glitchy on spawning stuff. So we'll come into the barn, and then we go back out. Yep, it triggered the animal spawn, so now I have more. Now, we were better off when it was nighttime, but game time goes really quickly, and now it's in the daytime, so we might get log caught on us. We'll see. If you see in the bottom right hand corner, this cow has 3 stars next to its name, which is good. That means we can get a perfect pelt from it if we do a headshot. So now come stand as close to it as you can so that they don't charge you like that and knock you over. We're going to shoot only the ones that are perfect. I missed. Got that one. Not that one. That's 3. You can fit 5 cow pelts in your wagon. Damn it. Alright, so we push and hold triangle. We're going to skin our first one, which is considered dishonorable because it's livestock. So, if you're worried about your honor level, it does bring your honor down to kill and skin livestock, but when you skin it and you collect all the resources, you do gain honor from collecting the resources, so it basically evens itself out. You see, now we have a farmer here. Which might become an issue.
Please, God, no.
Yep, witness. And another witness over here. Gotta get rid of our witnesses so they don't call the cops. You can see the picture of the red eye on the screen. That's your witnesses. Where's this guy at?
This ain't happening.
Alright. That takes care of the witnesses. Now we can continue. collecting our pelts. That's 2. So we only managed to get 3 and the other ones disappeared, ran off. So we can get some sheep too, because there's sheep in order to fill our wagon up. So same thing, you aim using our L2 button. You can see it's a 3-star. So we're going to collect that one. And there's another 3-star. Important to make headshots to keep them perfect. And there's another witness. Oh well. We will just collect these. Let's skin this one. Here comes the cops.
There they are.
Alright. Get out of here. You can see the laws searching up in the corner in the red area is where they're searching at. I just gotta put distance between me and the law. And they'll stop searching for me. And then I will have a bounty, but I'll show you what we do to pay for the bounty. Oh, here comes a cop on the road. Okay, so when we were committing the crime, our camp disappeared, so we're gonna go into our wheel, which is L1, and R1 over to items, and push down with the right analog stick, and that'll give us camp, and we will make a small camp right here in the Heartlands. Let's give it some time to come up. so we can take this back to camp. I'll ride around, see if I can find anything else. Let's see, where are we at? I got spots marked on the map here. Right here is where there's usually buffalo, so let's just ride over here. Let's go there and see if we can find some buffalo. Okay, we're gonna take a right over here. Now sometimes there's an ox over here by this farm. Which there's not, but sometimes there's collectibles inside the house that you can then sell for money. Which, if you're close to a collectible, your controller will vibrate, and the controller is not vibrating, so no collectible today in this farmhouse. Usually there is. Let's go see. Buffalo should be right up here on the other side of this hill. There's one. There's two. Let's see. That one is only 1 star. That one's 2. And I don't see any other ones. So we'll just go for the 2 star. Okay, let's see. There's a farm over here. Come over here to this farm. See if there's any cattle there. So I come to this particular farm a lot because whoever's supposed to live here is never here. So you don't have to worry about Okay, so we've made it here to the farm. Just to clarify a little bit what this game is about, you know, if you see how my character is dressed, this takes place in the Old West. So this game can be a bit cutthroat at times as far as it seems very unethical behaviors. So we're only going to shoot one because that's all it's going to take to fill our wagon up. No need to shoot the rest, which you see they running out through that back hole back there. Usually if I was here with an empty wagon, I would take my wagon all the way around to the back end of the fence and back it in through that hole so that then the rest of the cattle can't run out, so I can get as many cattle as possible that are perfect pelts. So we're going to take this and carry it over here to the gate. Come over here to our wagon. Throw it in the back. Oh, it says that it's full. You see that it's not highlighted down on the bottom right hand corner. So I thought I had space for one more big pelt, but I don't. So what we can do is we can see if there's any chickens. They're smaller. There is. So the chickens don't get out. We're gonna climb the fence. Now, when I was shooting the cattle, I was using, you can see down there at the bottom where the red is highlighted, that's my bolt action rifle. These are the volcanic pistols here, and you can dual wield them. You select there with the right analog stick, so that then you're going to see dual wielded, which once you've leveled up as a bounty hunter, if you push L1 twice and then hold R1, you can do some gun tricks. Doesn't really help you in the game, it's just a cool little thing to do. And then once you release R1, it puts the guns away. But we're going to pull out our varmint rifle, because the varmint rifle, for smaller animals, that's what you want to use, so it doesn't damage your animal and take away from the value. Alright, so now we're going to pick one up using the square button. Come over here. Oh, I won't take that either, so we are full. Still has it. Sometimes the game can be glitchy when it comes to making your camp when the particular session that you're in is full. So if you push your left directional button and you go to players, you can see there is this whole session is full. So when it's full like that, it can be hard to get camp to come up when it's full. And it might take a few tries. gonna keep trying to get it to make camp. Okay, well, I'm having issues with it since the session's so full. It's not wanting to make camp. So, what we'll do is, I can turn the wagon in later. I'm gonna push left, go to stables, go to vehicles, own vehicles, and then see in the lower right hand corner, I'm gonna push square to dismiss the wagon. Because you can't have your wagon and your regular horse at the same time. So now that I've dismissed the wagon, I can push up on the directional to whistle for my horse. And there's Shadow. And we're gonna go back towards Emerald Ranch, because there is a bounty hunting board there, and there's a post office there. And at the post office you can pick up stuff that supplies and stuff that you have on hand there at your post office. Usually I pick it up at camp, but I can't get camp. Can't get to pitch camp, so I'm gonna come up over here to the post office. And right now, I can feel the controller vibrating, which tells me there's a collectible close by. And it's usually right here. If you push down on both the left and right analog stick, you can see it glowing there on the table. You can hear the tinkling sound, which tells you that there's a collectible close by. So you walk up to it, push examine, which is a tarot card, and put it away. And then later on, I can sell that for money as well. So we're gonna go over here to the post office first, before we do any bounties. And I'm gonna pay my bounty from earlier. So now I'm not wanted anymore, and collect deliveries. So this is all the stuff I have on my supplies. Oats is for my horse, and then there's ammunition for the guns. So I'm just gonna do real quick, hold the square button to collect everything. And resupply all my ammunition. And then if you hold L1 and then bring your guns up, push down, and you see down in the bottom corner it says maintain. We're gonna bring the gun up, see how it's in the red. It means it needs to be cleaned, so we're gonna clean our guns. If you don't keep them clean, then it decreases your accuracy and the amount of damage, and increases your reload time, and so it's always good to keep your weapons clean. Now we will go to the bounty board, push and hold square, so you can pick. You can see where it says reward and it has $1 sign. That means it's easy. $2 signs means that it's like a medium difficulty, and then $3 signs is hard. So, but the harder it is, the more money and experience you get. And you see there, that's a gang, which is more than one. You need a bounty hunting wagon to do that, to collect 4 bounties at the same time. So we're just going to go with this one here. It's just one guy, so I don't have to mess with the bounty wagon. Now we're just waiting for the bounty to start. So what's going to happen is it's going to pop up. Alright, so it's saying I need to go to Cornwall, Kerosene, and Tar. That's where my bounty is. So right now we don't have a clock, but it does allow you quite a bit of time to get to your destination. Once you reach your destination, then you'll have a clock that'll start counting down, and you have to either capture or kill and take the bounty back to wherever it tells you to in order to collect the reward. Money, sometimes gold, experience points. It's better to collect live bounties because you get more money, more experience. Which, to capture a live bounty, you need a lasso, which you see right here. And I have a reinforced lasso, which means that it's hard for them to get out of the hog tie when you hog tie them up and you put them on the back of your horse. Regular lasso, they'll wiggle around, and within a short amount of time they'll get free and start running. You don't have to chase back after them again. So it's better to go to a gunsmith or into a store catalog and purchase the reinforced lasso, which becomes available as you play as a bounty hunter. So we're getting close. See, our clock has started. You can see all the red dots. Those are all the bad guys. So the target hasn't arrived yet. You can see down at the bottom, find a scouting spot before the target arrives. Now, funny enough, I can park my horse right here and they still won't know that I'm here if I hide in this bush. So I'm going to come in here, push down on the left analog stick to crouch down so I'm hidden. Now we wait. You can see the red on the circle map, the red line to the right side of the circle. That's going to be our bounty that's coming in. Wait for the target. So he's close. Now, most of the bounties that you're after are actually pretty cowardly, so once the bounty arrives, I'll get on my horse, because you're less likely to get damaged if you're moving around on your horse than if you're on foot, because then they can tackle you and shoot you. So if you stay on your horse, it makes it harder for them to take you out. You go in, start shooting some of the bad guys. The bounty will usually take off running because he's scared. And once he takes off running, that'll get him away from the big group of bad guys that are shooting at you. So let him run off, then chase after him. Okay. So there, the bounty has arrived. So we're going to creep over here to our horse. Alright, so what I'm going to do to try to ensure I don't die is I'm going to go to my items, because I have set to where when I'm in Deadeye, which is L3 and R3 to start your Deadeye mode, that I'll get hurt less. And I'm gonna open my satchel by pushing right and eat something to fill up all my cores. Now, get my gun. I'm just gonna stroll in like I own the place. You can see the bounty, he's the bigger red circle, and the smaller red circles are the bad guys. And they're inside the building right now.
You can't be back there. Move. You ain't supposed to be
So
here.
we're gonna go around here to the front,
I told you.
where he's gonna come out. There's the bad guys. So we're gonna aim, go into Deadeye mode, and just start shooting until our bounty takes off running. See him over there on the map, right over here. Alright, he's tied up, can't get away. Now we're gonna shoot all these guys. It's L2 to aim, R2 to shoot. There's one more left, where is it? Come on. Alright. So you can loot the guys if you walk up to them and loot them. Gives you a little bit of money. Sometimes you can find collectibles on them, but I'm not going to take the time to do all that. You can see our clock ticking down. So, square to pick them up. Run over here to our horse. Now, usually, once you push square to stow them on your horse, more bad guys sometimes show up. But you can see there's our yellow X.
I ain't worth shit. Let me free.
We gotta take him to Valentine's Sheriff's Office. As you're riding, you just follow the yellow path. And you'll see red dots appear, that's more bad guys.
I ain't done nothing to deserve this.
So, if you push X makes your horse go, and the more you push X, the faster they go, but you don't want to just pound on the buttons. You want to kind of keep a rhythm, and it'll actually make your horse go faster. And it's easier on your horse. And there's a train. Turn, turn, turn.
Go to hell.
So we're in Valentine. We just need to ride to the sheriff's office. So we don't really need the gun, because once you're in town, the bad guys aren't going to come after you. So you can see the little yellow spot there.
Fool.
That's the inside of the sheriff's office. So you come up in front, triangle to get off the horse, square to take your bounty off, and then you just carry him in through the front door of the sheriff's office. And mission completed.
I'd have put a bullet in him for sure.
all there for you. Hope it was worth it.
So that is bounty hunting, and that's one of my daily challenges too, is if I finish 2 bounties. So that's one kind of bounty. And there's others where they're at a camp and you just have to search the area to find them, and there's no shooting that goes on. You see I still have 75 bullets. And, I mean, it's a little dirty, but not bad. So, now we're in a different town. There'll be different bounties available. We'll try this guy here. Sometimes they pop up on the map, there's no yellow line, no yellow X. It's just a red circle, and you have to find where they're at and go to them by looking at the map. So now we're just waiting for it to activate. Okay, so you see there's no yellow line, it's just a blip. If we go to the map, we span out with the right analog stick. Let's find where he's at. There he is. So there he is, there's our bad guy, and there we are. And if you see, he's heading this direction, so I'm going to put a waypoint right there and try to cut him off. And ride as fast as you can. Without running into the train. Oh, it stopped. Fast, fast. Alright, you can see they're coming up. There they are. So we're gonna go in before we start fighting and replenish like we did the first time. There you see they're carrying these nice tanker things on their wagons, which are explosive. That's it. Easier if you shoot at one of those. You gotta be careful not to shoot your bounty. The guy shooting at you is probably not your bounty. So now we're gonna pull out the lasso. And pull him right off. Hog tie him up.
Please no.
Pick him up.
Help.
Put him on the back of our horse. Now, pull your gun out right away, because here they come. Okay, so back to Valentine.
Cut me loose.
Sometimes it's different sheriff offices, sometimes to have you take them to a prison wagon that's in the middle of nowhere. Just depends on the bounty that you're collecting, but it'll tell you and it'll give you direction on where to take it. I want you to see the red behind me. Bad guys are coming, so a train again. But we got plenty of time. I'm gonna feed my horse. Go over to horse. Pick oats. While I'm waiting. That brings her honor up to anything to take care of the horse. Alright. Same as before. Grab your bounty off of the horse. Take him inside the sheriff's office.
If I was you, I'd have put a bullet in him for sure. It's all there for you. Hope it was worth it.
So we completed that daily challenge. Now, you see all these little icons in town. Different icons is different stuff. So you have...
Here they're trying to reform the savages. Make them pretty and kind.
There's your gunsmith. Doctor. You can go and play a game of poker. Go to the barber. Change your hairstyle. Go to the saloon to get a drink. Here's... You can sell animal carcasses, wolf hearts. There's stuff that you can sell here that you can't use at your camp. Here's the stables you can take in, take care of your horse, look at new horses, buy new horses, sell horses. We're gonna go to the gunsmith.
Yep.
Looks like you're gonna have some good eating tonight.
Welcome back, man.
You just
What
walk
can
up
I
to
do
the
for you?
counter, L2, and then we're going to go to customize. So I'm going to go to my bolt action that I've been using, clean it,
Good. Ain't no trace of rust on that as far as
go
I
to
can see.
ammunition, resupply my
I'd recommend
ammunition.
loading up on extra ammo.
Now here you can go in and if you see I unlocked in bounty hunting to be able to put the bounty hunting variant on there, but I don't really want to spend $350 on it. You can change,
We
which
can do
this
it
one
all.
I've already
New
changed
trigger,
everything.
Brand new bolt. Your pick.
Rifling, you can improve the rifling, which is improves your accuracy and range, and which I've already done. You can change and put improved sights, improves accuracy. Scope improves accuracy. Stock is just for look. You just change the color of your stock.